most of the times I've always heard about people talking about being love bombed. I didn't know that I can fall victim to love bombing. Okay, not really victim, but I was love bombed and I nearly fell victim for it in a way. And yeah, guys, today we're just gonna talk about what love bombing is and how I nearly fell victim to love bombing.
Special.
For those who are new here, my name is Vanessa Buyai, and yes, karibuni sana. For the oldies, thank you for always tuning back to my YouTube channel. To begin with, we will have to first of all define what love bombing is. And I will not explain what love bombing is as a word, but I'll just try to explain what love bombing is by using some of the characteristics an individual might have or might express that will show that this person is love bombing you. To begin with, it's intense declaration of love. Intense declaration of love, that is an individual comes to you or approaches you and you've not known this person even for a week or a month. They are already showering you with love, telling you how they love you, how they cannot do without you, how all those stuff. And you might, if you are very keen, there is when you will question, like, what do you mean you love me, you care for me, and all these things you cannot do without me? And we have not even known each other for more than a week. You even don't know my favorite food. You have not even met me physically, because apparently for me, I hadn't met with this person physically, and like they even don't know me, I don't know them, and they're expressing how they can't do without me, how they love me very much, how they feel empty without me around, how they miss me. And I'm like, what do you mean you're missing me? And this is like the second time you're calling me, like, are you okay? And mind you, this is not somebody who we have ever been friends, so I can say maybe he's missing me because we have a history of friendship or something. No, it's somebody I just knew in my past, but we were not that close, so it kept me wondering. So yeah, that intense declaration of love. And then another thing is another characteristic these people might have is quick escalation of things. Quick escalation of things, such as they might start talking about marriage, about you people moving in, introducing you to their friends, and you've not had the first date, you've not had the second date, you don't know the third name of this person, you might even not know their second name, you might even not know their real name. I mean, maybe you just know a name that wanajulikana nayo huko nje. You don't know where they work, you don't know their favorite color, their favorite meal, you don't know what makes them happy. Like you basically know nothing about this person, but they are there declaring marriage to you or introducing you to their friends and family, settling down, and you're like, you even don't know me. Are you sure I am the person you want to settle with? And I even don't know you. What makes you think that your personality, your characteristics are the type of characteristics I want in a long-term relationship partner, So yeah, they might have those, they might be escalating things very fast, talking about marriage instead of starting from square zero. What are your financial plans? What are your goals as an individual? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite food? What makes you angry? What are your future plans? Like, what are your goals, personal goals? They don't know that about you, but they have escalated things to you having a discussion about marriage. That is love bombing, baby. Another thing is manipulation. Manipulation, they might start making you feel like you owe them something. You see, for the first one I've told you, like, the escalation of things. And because for me, I was feeling like this is not right. Like, why you hurrying me up? We have never met. You're talking about marriage to me. Who told you I'm that desperate to get married or something? You're telling me the way you want to introduce me to your friends and family. You don't know me. You don't know if I might embarrass you in front of your family members if you take me there or something, you know. And then the time when I started questioning things, it started becoming a manipulation thing of guilt tripping. And it was, the person was like trying to guilt trip me, to make me feel like I'm not concerned about their emotions, I don't care about them. But I had already like cared about them by giving them a chance to like listen to what they have to tell me. But why are you rushing things with me? Like, hello, I don't need a rescue. It's not like marriage is something that you're doing me a justice or something. So the person was trying to guilt trip me by making me feel like he's doing me a favor or something like that. And he was making me feel like I am hurting his feelings by being inconsiderate. But it's not like I was being inconsiderate. I was just trying to bring logic on the table. Like, what do you mean? You love me, you've never met me. What do you mean you want to settle down with me? You don't know me as a person. You've just seen me on my social media platforms, and we have met 1 or 2 times in some social events. What then? Those few meetups can't define who Vanessa is as a person. So like, what do you mean that I'm being inconsiderate with you? I don't know. So the person was trying to manipulate me by guilt tripping me, like to make me feel guilty, like because of what they have to tell me, you know. And then another thing is future faking. Future faking, like technically this person was talking a lot about the future, how we will live, how we will, I don't know what. And I'm like, hello, are you delusional or something? Because, you know, I know some people might really fall trap for that, because maybe somebody is just that desperate for settling down, or they have been waiting for long to settle down. And so I think this person came with that future faking to me, thinking like it will make me like fall trap for that thing. And then I think he had really analyzed me, and he knew I'm very intentional with my relationship with God. So in that future faking, he started bringing in church stuff, talking about how we need to go to church and be prayed for, and I don't know what not. And I was like, you don't know my religion, I don't know your religion, and what is the need of me coming to go together with you somewhere for someone to pray for us? Like, we are not together. Like, why you making plans alone, and then you want to drag me in your plans, you know? So yeah, he was really future faking how we will be going to church together, how we will be living in the house together. And I'm like, hello, bro, I even don't know where you work. I don't know. I've just met you twice, and me being friendly with you doesn't mean like I was attracted to you or something. And me like picking up your call and listening to what you had to tell me has not given you that right of now it is by force, by fire, Vanessa, you have to be my wife. So yeah, he was really future faking the stuff. And then another thing is he has intensity in disproportionate to the relationship length. Like, we had only had 1 conversation. Remember that we had only had the third conversation is when he brought about the marriage thing, the way he's missing me, he can't do without me, he wants us to meet up, I don't know. And like, it was just a lot of things. And this person was so selfish because he didn't ask me if I'm in a relationship, if I'm interested in being in a relationship, because these days I might be single by choice. Maybe I never want to get married, I just want to like live my solo life, or maybe I am in a relationship with someone, or a lot of things might be happening, or maybe already I'm settled somewhere, maybe I'm married and I just don't like communicating about my marital status outside there, so he didn't consider that. He never asked me if any of those three had something to do with me, but he was just there pouring, and I'm like, hata kama nikukatia mtu, okay, I'm not a man, I don't know how men approach people, because I know men approach with people differently, but this is the third day and it's not like our communication has been consistent, which that is another red flag. It's a red flag. The communication has not been consistent, because he could call and just be like, oh hi, and then good night or something. So the communications have not been consistent. Then the third day that you're calling me, you're blowing it on my ears the way you want to marry me and all that. And then another thing is I started feeling overwhelmed, because to begin with, I'm not that bad of a person, because I always give ear to everyone unless I discover you are disrespecting me. It's when I will block you. But this person took my humanity for granted, because he was overwhelming me. He could call me at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. I'm like, bro, can't you text? And my cue, this person was not on WhatsApp or something. So I'm like, why are you not on WhatsApp? And then when he was calling me with his company's number. He was not calling me with his number, you get? So it was becoming really overwhelming, because you're like, the company this person works at is around my area. What if we just bump into each other, maybe when I'm shopping or I'm just running errands around that place or something? And another thing is like the time when he was guilt tripping me, you feeling like, guy, what if kijana wenyewe ajinyonge, or what if my stand for I'm not interested in a relationship with you will make him maybe never fall in love again, or never believe in women again, because he had put me in a position where I was feeling guilty. But the time when I figured out this person is love bombing me, I had the confidence of just calling him out, and I told him, you know what, you're love bombing me. I know you just having infatuations about me. You don't love me, or maybe you're just a player. You play around with women, and I'm really sorry about that, because I'm not going to fall victim to whatever you have to do. I have a life, and I was living my life well. I just picked up my phone to communicate with you, because I don't brush off people. And yeah, that was the last time we had a conversation with a person. I think he just realized, okay, this girl is woke. She won't be my victim, so let me just let go. That is the last time he called me after I just had my stand. Those are the characteristics of love bombing that I faced. Other types of other characteristics that you might face when you encounter a love bomber are like this person might be very over flattery with you. It's one thing somebody to be flattery with you, but I don't believe that, especially if the person is a stranger, I don't believe somebody who is interested in you to become very flirtatious during the talking stage, during the early periods. Flirting comes later on, the time when you are in the honeymoon stage and you know where the relationship is headed. You both know what you want from each other. So when somebody is becoming over flattery during the beginning, during the period of talking stage, that person is love bombing you. And if maybe you are feeling lonely, or you are just feeling empty, or that was the period when you had stayed long without being in a relationship, and then this person just popped, you might think, hey, this person loves me and all that, and you might fall trap to them, and at the end of the day you'll just realize like this person was manipulating you to fall trap into their games. Another thing, this person might send you a lot of gifts, a lot, like it's too much. Yes, it's one thing for somebody to send their loved ones gifts, but they just do it in a way that it's over exaggerated, if I can use that word. So you really need to be keen with the person you are starting a talking stage with, or a person who you are giving ear to, who has explained to you their intentions of what they want with you as an individual. Another thing is this person might be a stalker. You know, sometimes if somebody is attracted to you or they're interested in you, it's allowed for them to maybe check around or ask around information about you. But this person there's a way that this person might be asking for your information or asking around about you that is corny or is fishy in a way, because somebody, so I don't know if you can understand. I don't know how to describe it, but this person maybe they are all over your social media platforms in a way that maybe you even don't recognize. They have not friend requested you, but they have a lot of information about you. It's a red flag, because why don't you want me to know your social media accounts? Why don't you want me to get your contacts? Or why are you using nicknames on your social media pages and you're not ready to inform me about your official names, the names that are on your birth certificate or something like that. Yeah, guys, that's all that I had for today. I think in my explanation of what love bombing is, you've also gotten to understand how I was a victim of love bombing. And what I can tell you, my viewers, is always learn how to stand your ground, because personally, the person who love bombed me is not a stranger. It's somebody I have known for 2 years, though we were in a setting where I gave him the respect of whatever he was to me at that particular time. And sometimes, or most times, you might find yourself in a situation of maybe alikuwa tu ananipenda, but maybe this person has just been stalking you around, and they decide this is the time that let me now show up. Because I was like, after 7 years is when you realized you're in love with me. Is you okay? What took you that long? And then these 7 years, definitely, me, I always say that a man is a planner, and a man always knows what he wants. In these 7 years, what were you doing? In these 7 years, is it 2024 is the time when you realize you want to marry, and this is the lady you want to marry? Now that is when you just come and you want to ambush me, as if you don't marry me you will die, because maybe that marriage inategemea your oxygen or something. I just had a lot of questions. So be keen, because a love bomber can be somebody you know or somebody you don't know. And sometimes, we always have that benefit of doubt of because ni mtu najua hata the relationship will be smooth or something. But you really need to be keen, because you don't know, you only know this person because of maybe what they portray. Maybe they are your friend, they are your colleague, they are your neighbor or something. You don't know them inwardly, because what tunaambiwa, the only person who knows somebody fully is somebody who shares bed sheets with them. That is, if you're married to that person, or if you're in a relationship with that person, that is, you are the only person who can truly tell us who that person is. So just don't fall in trap with the outward look. Be very keen and don't fall to trap to the love bombers, because they are out there. Be woke. That's all that I had for you guys. Till next time. Bye bye.